What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel for another video. So today we're going to be disconnecting the torque converter from the flex plate and dropping the cross member, and hopefully we're going to get the transmission out today because we didn't in the last video. If you've not checked that video out, I'll link it above. Make sure you go check that video out before you watch this one, and make sure you come back to this one. Yes, this is the same shirt from the last video. Yes, it is clean. It's just stained. But we're going to go ahead and jump right in and let's get this transmission out today.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull the access window off the bell housing now to access the torque converter bolts, see if we got any fluid leaking out of the input seal or the rear main. Then it'll all get caught right there. More than likely some fluid's gonna come out, so I won't be surprised. Try not to make more of a mess, hopefully. So right now I'm trying to unbolt the torque converter. It's going to be very, very difficult. Might bust up my hands a little bit. But once we get that done, then we can move on to the cross member and then get these pulled out of the truck. So I got the torque converter disconnected. Now I'm going to go ahead and take off the bolt that connects the TV cable to the transmission, as well as the shift linkage to the transmission from the truck. And then I think I'm good to go.
Cross member?
Well, yeah, to disconnect. Oh, I still got to disconnect the shifter for the transfer case. But after I disconnect the transfer case shifter, then I should be good to take off the cross member. And with the second gen Dodge cross members, they are wedged, you could say, in the frame, so you have to hammer them out. So that's going to be a little bit of fun.
Alright, just disconnected the bracket. Just 2 bolts right there. Super simple. It's like back down. Yeah. Wish you could just pull it out from under here. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that in a good spot?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we have to get at where it's
good
at.
Spot to drop it without it being in the way.
Let's see, like right here. It's hard. Can you hold me from wheeling?
Try. What a beast.
I just need to support myself to stop rolling.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the hardest things with working on a creeper. Crossmember is not perfectly aligned.
Yeah, because it won't come out. Well, crossmember's out. So, now there's no stopping. Here comes the hard part. Time to drop the trans.
Just us.
Yeah. Wish us luck. I'm scared. Like, this is gonna be really hard to get out, but we got this. Alright, so we're running into some issues when it comes to, because we're going to have to jack this up, and we're going to have to do it off of the transmission pan, which I know isn't the best thing to do, but it's what we're going to have to do right now. If we dent it, get a new one anyways. But we have wood to try to support it, you know, and we either have a way too big of a piece or a way too small of a piece. This is our small piece. We need about 4 inches bigger than that. So we're gonna go run and go to the storage unit and see if we have the right saws to be able to saw the big piece a little bit smaller so that it'll fit. So we're gonna go do that real quick, and then we'll be back and see if we can get this transmission out.
We got the transmission strapped to the jack right now. The jack is supporting the transmission and transfer case, and we're hoping that it'll stabilize it and not try to fall over on us or anything while we unbolt it through the engine, and try to drop it down here. Since we don't have an actual transmission jack, we're using just a normal Harbor Freight jack here, and hoping for the best.
Real quick, you guys, I just wanted to let you know to head over to my Instagram and check it out. I update on everything we're doing over there, so you would find out and know exactly what videos and just overall what we're working on before you even hear about it on YouTube. So just go check out my Instagram and give me a follow so that you can stay updated on what we're doing. Alright, so Kyler went ahead and took the downpipe off because he didn't have enough clearance to be able to get to one of the bolts to take the trans out. So that's now off too, but he's gone ahead and started working on trying to get the bolts for the transmission to come out. It's a little bit of a process. I'll talk to you guys soon as we get a little bit more progress done. Alright, so we're having some problems. The last bolt is like right in the way with like all the brake lines and all that fun jazz. So he finally got to it by trying all sorts of different extensions and sockets and just blah, and he can't get it broke loose. We don't have a breaker bar, so we don't really know what we're gonna do. He's trying like everything right now, and it's just stuck. Alright, so I suggested we use the rest of the handle for the jack. It might work, it might not. We're gonna find out. Word of advice, don't leave the driver's side upper bolt for the last one. Did it work? Take that as a no.
It crackled.
Well, there might be also a lot of added tension on it, but would it help if we were like trying to support the transmission in a different way?
I don't think so. I think it's just going to be a long process. I'm doing this right here.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
That might be good. Shit. Oh. It might be too back heavy right now. That front of the transmission it's coming off on the top faster than the bottom.
Isn't the transfer case still bolted in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to go above the overdrive unit. See if I can counteract this. Might be too much right there. She is loose from the engine. Just barely hanging on. Be ready. Feel it. Oh, that head is right on there.
Two hours later.
Alright, so Kyler's been struggling with that last bolt forever, and I thought of this idea, but I don't know why I didn't share it, and now a storm's coming in, he's getting fed up, and I feel pretty bad. So I mentioned, well, since we're assuming the reason this bolt isn't coming out, kind of obvious, is that there's so much tension on it since it's the only bolt supporting the entire transmission, basically, like in that area, onto the engine. So I'm like, well, what would happen if we decided to put some of the other bolts in a more accessible area back on to relieve the tension to be able to get that one out? I don't know if I make it harder to get those other ones out, but well, let's just say I should have shared that a lot sooner. So that's what he's starting on now, is he's gonna try to do that, and we'll see if it helps. but it's been probably a couple hours that he's been trying with this poor bolt. I just feel so bad for him right now. Don't really know what else to do, but hopefully this works because I don't want to make this a 3-day project, you know. But anyways, I'll show you how that progress is going, and we'll see if this helps.
Well, Miss Genius, you saved the day again, of course. It instantaneously worked. Now, how the hell do I get it off?
I just need to start sharing my ideas with you a lot sooner because I always seem to help.
Before it's like catastrophic, oh shit, needs to happen now.
Yeah, stroke coming, the light's going away. Alright, so now I guess we move on to the hard part. Even though I feel like I've said that like every 10 minutes.
I am staying the hell out of under there, and I'm dropping the mother... And if it crashes down, it crashes down.
I feel like we need to like try to like keep it steady and... Okay, just sit you guys down right there, so... Okay.
Told you, if it crashes down, it crashes down.
Well, it crashed down, I guess.
And the funny thing is, it didn't crash.
Yeah,
it
crashed,
just
but didn't
tipped
crash.
over.
Now
Oh
we
yeah.
just ease her down and try to drag it out. Wow. Well, transit out.
Well, I figured out that's not the balance point. But I don't give a... As you guys can tell. Because it's been down. I'm gonna need you.
Okay, what do I need to do?
Rip this mother out of here.
Okay, let's get the tools and everything out of the way. The transfer case is stuck on the frame.
We just need to slowly bring it all the way to the frame.
Yeah, hole in the front of it. Freaking heavy.
FYI, yes, I'm getting a new cover, or pan.
And I was like, wait, housing?
Oh yeah, she's pissing. She is pissing.
Just a couple hours later and she out.
That is one heavy mother... For any of you wondering.
Oh yeah. I think just by looking at it, she's pretty heavy. And the camera doesn't even do it justice.
Tearing up my beautiful jack. Shows how much of it I give right now. Another question is, how do I get it out with destroying the bell housing though?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about. Because we can't really just drag it out because it's going to ruin some shit.
I need to get this jack out is the problem. And good thing I got a 2-piece tail housing on this transfer case, because the 1 pieces are discontinued and I'm selling them for $300 a pop nowadays. If you need a 1-piece tail housing for a 241 DLD or DHD, 98 and newer, 98 to 02, give me a call. I might have a used one available, but fair warning, $300. Torque King 4x4. Anything drivetrain you need, I got. And if I don't got it, I can get it. And if I can't get it, you can't get it.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, nobody can get it if you can't get it. What all is it that Torque King carries that nobody else carries again?
So, as far as I am aware, we're the only ones in the country that carry hubs for, I believe it's 78 or 80 F250s, F350s with the Dana 60 axle, like 80 to 97. So any of you 90s Ford guys need a wheel hub or spindles, call me up. I'm one of the only people you can get them from.
Torque King needs to sponsor me. Are any of these tools mine?
Yes.
Okay. I'll figure that out. Right now, I'll just get it all out. I'm not even caring.
Take this bad boy in and rebuild it at my work.
There she is, guys. Transmission, transfer case and all. She's pretty big.
If you're ever blowing seals out of a transfer case or axle very frequently, even with brand new seals, always check your breather. If it's clogged up, and then once the fluid warms up, it's just going to expand right out of that seal.
Booyah, there she is. There's the torque converter. Oh, she pissing.
Full of fluid.
I was surprised. And we're like out of towels.
Should have got some at Walmart.
Yep. Well, here's what we assume our problem's gonna be.
Problematic child right here. This mother is out.
Alrighty, guys. Well, the transmission is out. Mission successful. And my idea worked.
Very well.
I just love how I'm always right, but I don't always share them because I don't want to be like wrong or something, you know. I don't know why I don't share my ideas, but when I do, they always work, and then I'm like, oh,
Wish
cool.
I found that out earlier.
I just don't get why, like, it's always such a simple thing, you know, like, I don't know, maybe we know the reason is because there's so much tension on the one bolt, so why, if we put more bolts in to relieve that tension because it's the worst bolt, hardly any clearance to get at it, that would relieve some pressure. It's like, I didn't share it because, I mean, why wouldn't he have thought of that, you know?
Simple shit I overlook way easier than
Yeah, but it worked, and so we got the trans out. I'm happy. There she is. But if you like this video, smash that like button below the video and leave me a comment and let me know if you liked this and any future videos you'd like to see from us. If you have any ideas on some content we should put out there, let us know down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and tap that bell if you'd like to get notified every time we post, because we upload every Tuesdays and Fridays. Our next video, we will be taking all of this apart and diving in and inspecting everything and just assessing the overall damage to see what our decision is going to be on whether we're just going to do something like replace the torque converter or if we're going to replace the entire trans. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you made it this far through the video, I love you. And have a good one, guys.